you're all doing well today, staying healthy and strong, moving your body all week long, doing something every day for your health. It will make you stronger, healthier, and just feel better mentally and physically. So make sure you are moving your body, moving your joints, doing something every day to feel better, to be a better, healthier, active person. All right, well, today's workout, we are doing a ball workout. So grab your big ball. We will use weights. Grab your weights. If you do not have a ball, you can sit in a chair when we are sitting on the ball. We will be on the floor, so grab a mat. And using our ball on the mat, for some things, you will be able to use a smaller ball if you have a small one, so keep that handy. We'll just modify through the workout if you don't have a big ball, okay? Otherwise, grab it, make sure it's pumped up. When you sit on the ball, you want your knees and hips to be aligned. Okay, so if it's too big, your hips are higher than your knees, and that's a little bit too big. And you also don't want your hips to sink down below your knees. Okay, that means your ball needs air. So go ahead and pump that up, and let's get ready. Okay, so starting to sit on the ball, or like I said, if you don't have a ball, grab your chair. Okay, sit with your feet in front of you. Your knees should be even with your hips. Your powerhouse, which is your core, sitting tall. Your shoulders back. Your spine is nice and long. Opening up your chest. I'm going to extend both arms out in front of you and lift your arms to the ceiling. Just sitting tall. You might start to feel that lower back arch. No, no, no. So we're going to tuck those hips under. Stabilize that lower back. You want to keep a neutral spine. Okay, protect your core, protect your lower back. So once you have that alignment in your back, let's continue moving your arms. We're going to lower your arms back down in front of you, even with your shoulders, pulling in your tummy. Let's slowly raise your arms. Now, think about that lower back. Is it arching? If it is, tuck those hips under. Try to use your core a little bit more. Pull it in tight, tight, tight. Lower your arms. Shoulders should be down. Good. Take a deep breath. Inhale, lift. Yay, your back stayed neutral. Exhale, lower. Good, shoulders down with your arms. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Lifting your arms, you want to stop when your arms are right next to your ears. So you can take a peek. Those biceps should be right by your ears. Good. And lower. Awesome. Lift. Biceps by your ears. And now you have your spine neutral. Oh, we're in good shape. Big breath. Lift your arms. Tummy in tight. And lower. Nice job. Let's do that one more time. Biceps right next to your ears. Lower your arms. We're going to stop with your arms in front of your shoulders. Just reach. Hold it here. Continue pulling your tummy in. We're going to turn your palms facing out. And then open your arms. Pinch those shoulder blades together. Now your chest is leaning forward just a little bit. Yeah. Good. Hold it here. Deep breath. And we're going to start to back your chest up stop with your arms out, even with your shoulders. Your palms are still faced back. Good. And now we're going to rotate from your shoulders. Turn your palms all the way up to the ceiling and all the way back. Up and back. Up and back. Good. Keep your trunk still. Abs are in tight. Back and up. Big breath. Awesome. One more time. Push it back. Palms up. And rest your arms. Roll those shoulders out. Great. Good job. Okay, sitting tall. Keep your hands next to your ball. Your feet should be pretty close to the ball. Okay, we're going to roll up onto your toes and then back down. Sit as tall as you can. Your core is helping with your balance. Roll up onto your toes and then lower your heels. So if balance is a challenge for you, you can step your feet apart, a little bit wider than your ball, and roll up onto your toes. But as you feel like your balance is getting better, walk your feet closer together. And then take note of your shoulders. They're down, sitting flat across. Good. Just pumping those calves. Lift your heels and lower. One more, lift and lower. Good. Okay, now to stretch your ankle, we're going to extend one leg out in front of you. Start with your foot flexed. And so our hips are on the ball. We're going to roll forward, flattening your foot, and then roll back, flexing your foot. So we're going to roll on the ball forward and flex. Good. So we're not rolling off the ball and we're not rolling back. We are rolling with the ball, flattening your foot, and then roll back. Continuing to sit up tall. So we're just moving those hips with the ball. Hope that makes sense. Okay. Let's do a couple more. Flat foot, flexed foot, one more, and flex your foot. Good. So continue sitting tall, use your tummy, bend your knee back in, place your foot to the floor. Good. So if you haven't noticed already, when we do ball work, balance is what we're working on a lot. So using your core through every single exercise is what we're doing. So if you have a challenge with your core muscles, with your lower back, just modify on that ball or use a chair like I suggested in the beginning. But using the ball will support your body in a safe way and give you a challenge at the same time. Okay, so we're going to do the other leg. And we're going to lift that leg, place your heel on the floor, okay? Now we're going to flat foot, roll forward, flex as you roll back. Sit tall, roll forward with the ball. So your hips are staying still, just the ball is moving your body. And of course, if you're doing this in a chair, you're not rolling. So you might need to bring your foot a little closer. You're just gonna flat foot and flex. Yeah. If you have that ball, I want to get a little bit of a roll there. Starting to condition your body. Good. Let's do 2 more. Flat foot, flexed foot. 1 more. Flat and flex. Awesome. Bring that foot in. Good. Now we're going to do the hula hoop sitting down. So rolling those hips on the ball. And as you're rolling, we're stretching out your lower back. Let me turn sideways so you can see. So we're rolling back just a little bit, getting that lower back down towards the ball. Moving through your obliques. This is also called clocking on the ball. So think of 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock. So your hips are moving in every direction. Let's reverse it. Go the other way. Your ball might be making funny noises like mine. Great. All right, one more. Awesome. All right, I'm going to turn back to the center. Okay. So we're going to sit with your feet right underneath your hips, but if you are challenged with your balance, take a step apart. So the wider your stance is, the more it will help you with your balance. So you make that call for yourself. I'm going to step my feet in just a little bit closer. Okay, knees are faced forward. No matter if your feet are wider or closer, you want your trunk to be straight up and down. So tummy pulled in nice and tight. We're sitting tall. Good. And we're just going to hold it right here. I want you to get your balance, get a feel for that ball, and then begin to reach one arm straight up overhead. So the closer your feet are together, when you remove one arm away from the ball, it gets a little more challenging. And you definitely want to challenge yourself. If you want to take one step out and keep one foot forward, that will also help get you more used to the ball, used to that balance. So, all right, stretching this arm straight up. We're pulling it back. You want that bicep next to your ear. Now we're going to take that arch out of your lower back. So by doing that, you're going to tuck your hips under, tummy pulled in tight, so you'll feel a little bit of a roll in that ball. Good, we're reaching straight up. Just hold it here. Okay, so as this arm is pulling back and straight up, we're going to extend your other arm. Okay, so this arm is pulling back, bicep next to your ear, and straight up. Abs are pulled in tight. Let's take that arch out of your back. Pull your tummy in, hold it in there nice and tight. Awesome. Now releasing both arms out to the side, all the way down to the ball. Palms are facing out. You should feel your shoulders rolled back. Lift your arms back up. Biceps next to your ears. Good. Inhale all the way down. Exhale all the way up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Check your form. You want to keep a neutral spine. Biceps next to those ears. Reach, reach, reach. And down. 2 more. One more time. Open. We're going to stop with your arms straight up. Arms next to your ears. Tummy pulled in tight. Start to bring your arms down in front of your chest, all the way down. Beautiful job. That was great. Good work. Okay, let's grab one of your weights. One of your weights. All right, this time we are going to sit in a wide stance. Knees are bent. Now we're going to take your opposite hand to your opposite knee. So whichever leg you're working, we're going to straighten it out. Your heel is down into the floor. So whichever leg you're reaching for, you want that leg straight. Opposite leg, your knee is bent. Okay? Make sure you're sitting right on top of your ball, not into the front. Okay, now like I said, we're reaching for our knee first. We're going to start with your elbow bent, even with your shoulder. Okay, tummy pulled in tight. Start to rotate from your waist and bend down. Look at your kneecap. We're going to touch that kneecap. Roll up, turning back to the center, elbow even with your shoulder. So we're twisting and bending. Lift back to the center. Twist and bend. All the way back to the center. Twist and bend. Inhale back to the center. You got it. Twist and bend. All the way back to the center. We got one more. Twist and bend. Back to the center. Now take your arms straight up. We're going to roll all the way down to your toes. Okay. Twist and bend. Reach for your toes. Roll all the way up. Arms straight up to the sky. Big breath. Twist and bend. Rolling up. Exhale. Twist and bend. Roll up. 2 more. Twist, bend, roll up. One more time. Twist and bend and roll up. Rest that arm, bend your knee. Great job. Move over just a bit. Okay, switching hands. Okay, we're going to stay in that wide stance. Start with your knees bent. So you have good position, good form. Now take that opposite leg, straighten it out, heel into the floor. Okay, make sure you're sitting right on top of your ball. Lift your opposite arm so your elbow is even with your shoulder. Tummy pulled in tight. We're going to start to twist and then bend, touch your kneecap. Roll up. Elbow back out into that shoulder press position, okay? Twist and bend. Look at your kneecap. All the way up, bend your elbow. Exhale, twist and bend. Inhale. Exhale, twist and bend. 2 more. 2 and 1. Stop with your elbow bent. Reach your arms straight up. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, twist and bend to your foot. Roll all the way up. Exhale, twist and bend. Inhale up. Twist and bend. Inhale up. Ooh, that shoulder. You are doing great. Let's do one more. Twist and bend, roll up, and rest your arm. Awesome job. Okay, we're gonna keep your feet wide, knees bent. Start with your weight in front of your chest. You can use 2 weights. You could use 1 heavy weight. We're gonna keep those weights right in front of your chest. Make sure you're sitting on top of the ball. Okay, take a big breath. As you exhale, we're going to roll forward, looking down at the ground. Inhale as you sit up tall. So you want to crunch your tummy, rolling forward. Inhale up. Pull your abdominals in as you roll forward. Now try not to move on the ball. You don't want your ball to roll as you roll forward. Only using your abs. Exhale. Roll forward. Now the wider apart your legs are, you could be feeling a stretch in your inner thighs. Little added bonus there. 2 more. 2 and 1. Good. Rest your arms. And walk your feet just a little bit closer. Knees are still wider than your hips. Okay, let's bring those weights back to your chest. Sitting tall, take a deep breath. Now we're gonna bend forward again, curling your upper back, pulling your tummy in tight, and then extend both arms straight down for the floor. I want you to hover the floor. I don't want you to rest on the floor. So we're hovering. We're gonna bend your elbows back in and roll up. So our elbows are fairly close to your body. Take a deep breath. Roll forward, crunch your tummy, extend your arms, hover the floor, bend your elbows, and roll up. Exhale, crunch, extend, inhale, pull those weights in, and roll up. Now your knees are closer together because I want you to keep your elbows close together. If your legs are wide, your elbows will have a tendency to be too wide. I want you to keep your arms close to your body. Let's do 2 more. Crunch, extend your arms, bring them in, and roll up. 1 more. Crunch, extend, bring them in, and roll up. Nice job. Good work. Okay, let's bring your feet a little bit closer, back underneath your hips. Okay, we're gonna sit with your arms next to your body, weights down by your ball. Now we're gonna take your arms and lift your weights off the ball. So we're hovering the ball, and we're just gonna hold it here for a second. Shoulders are back. Check your spine, make sure it's neutral. If not, you want to kind of roll your hips under. So we're rolling that ball. Good. Tummy pulled in tight. Great. Okay, so from here, we're going to lift your arms out to the side and lower, hover the ball. Hold it here. Just hold it. Big breath. Ready? Lift. And lower, hold it there. Big breath, ready? Lift. And lower, good, hold it. Ready? Lift. And lower, hold it, hover the ball. 2 more, ready? Lift. And lower, hover the ball. Last time. Ready? Lift. lower. Hover the ball. Hold it here. Good job. Now we're going to keep hovering the ball and bend at your waist, reaching down towards the floor. Now when you do this, I do not want you to roll with the ball. I want you to bend at your waist. And then roll your body up. Don't roll with the ball. Bending at your waist, off to the other side. And sitting tall. Good. Keep switching sides. Now we've done this exercise standing, but on the ball it's much more challenging because your body wants to roll. Roll. Which won't hurt you, but we really want to use those obliques. I want you to concentrate on those muscles. Reaching for the floor. Bend and reach. Let's do one more each side. Great job. Bend your elbows. Okay, now we're going to get down to the floor. So you can set your weights aside. We're going to get down to the floor. And we're going to lay your tummy on the ball. And to start with, we're just going to stretch our back, which feels so good. So you can keep your knees on the floor. Turn this way. Knees on the floor. And your chest is on the ball. Take your arms in front of you. Relax your neck. And then adjust the ball to where you like it. If you want it down closer to your hips or up closer to your chest, just try to relax that lower back. And then from here, we're going to lift your knees off the floor. And you will push a little bit with your feet and roll over the ball. I want you to try to relax your neck, relax your lower back. This is decompressing your spine. Some of you might be familiar with an inversion table. This is an alternative to being on an inversion table. Opens up your vertebrae, creating space, which helps us use our spine more efficiently and safely. Good, and just roll back and forth. We're just going to roll back and forth a few times. And you'll know what's feeling good for you. Hold it there. Boy, I can really feel my spine open up. I hope you can too. Good. And then just roll up off that ball. And we're going to grab one of your weights. And again, we're going to lay your chest over the ball. This time your knees are off the floor and we're going to keep your toes curled into the mat or into the floor. So we're going to use one hand to support and then take your other hand with your weight. You're going to bend your elbow. Okay, and make sure your body is supported with your ball. If you want it back down into your hips or up further, adjust yourself. Okay, elbow bent. Now here we're going to take your arm and lift it out to the side. Lower your elbow. So we're going to keep that 90-degree angle. When you lift, you should feel your abs contract. Inhale as you lower your arm. Exhale as you lift. So we're pulling that shoulder back. Feeling those abs. Opening your chest. Two more on this side. 2, and 1. Good job. Okay, let's switch sides. Now, the wider apart your stance is with your feet, the better balance you'll have. So just adjust yourself if you feel challenged with your balance. Don't be afraid to widen your stance. Okay, so creating that 90-degree angle with your arm. And get your balance. All right, tummy pulled in tight. And we're gonna lift your elbow out to the side and then lower. Good. So as soon as you lift, you're gonna feel that contraction in your core. Ooh, that feels good. Awesome. Exhale, lift. Keep that 90 degrees with your arm. Two more. 2 and 1. Awesome. Set your weight down. Let's roll back. Rest your arms. Take your arms behind your back. Just relax your neck. I absolutely love ball workouts. That ball just cushions your body, supports all your muscles, and challenges your core. Love it. Okay, now we're going to keep both hands down on the floor. And we're going to roll up so our feet are off the floor. Now the ball is probably rolled down towards your hips, and that's okay. That's good. So you want your chest off the ball. We're lifting your upper body with your arms, using those triceps and shoulders. And we're going to take your legs and bring them close together. Squeeze those inner thighs. Start to bend both knees so your heels come into your hips, and then extend your legs back out. Keep squeezing your legs together. We're using those glutes and your hamstrings. Tummy pulled in nice and tight. Exhale as you bend your knees. Inhale as you lengthen your legs. Pull those inner thighs together. And lift that upper body. You don't want to sink down into the ball. Sneaking in an arm workout. Good. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, lengthen your legs. 2 more, bend and lengthen. 1 more, bend and lengthen. Good, let's roll back. Give your wrists a break. You can always come down onto your elbows. Good. Okay, we're going to do 1 more, either on your hands or on your elbows. So if you're on your elbows, just come all the way down and continuing to lift your chest up off the ball the best you can. Okay? Otherwise, you're on your hands. The ball is down by your hips, and we're going to start with your legs wide, feet turned out, your heels are inward, tummy pulled in tight. We're going to squeeze your inner thighs, touch your heels together. Open and squeeze. Open and squeeze. We got adductor and abductors working. Touch your heels together. Touch. Glutes are firing. Big breath. Nice job. 2 more. 2, 1, and rest. Awesome. Okay, let's get off your wrists. And we're going to kneel next to your ball. Okay, grab some water if you need water. So you want your knees underneath your hips. Feel free to double up your mat or use extra cushions under your knees. Okay, hand is right on top of the ball. And your ball should be aligned with your hip, okay? Not too far in front or in back, right off to the side. So we're gonna try to activate these obliques right here, okay? So taking your arm, we're going to roll down into your forearm towards your elbow. And when you do that, your outside knee may come up off the floor. Now check your body, check your form. You don't want to be bending at your waist. You want to keep a flat back, only moving from your knees, really. Good. Just like there's a piece of wood, a board underneath you, and you cannot move your back. You cannot bend at your waist. So as we're rolling that ball, it's coming down into our forearm towards your elbow. If you can, take your opposite arm out to the side. Just keep an eye on your body. If you start to feel a bend in your waist, and you'll know that because you'll feel it in the outside, the opposite side. You don't want to feel that. This will take you a few times to get the feel for it. It's a challenging exercise. So let's keep going. Let's do a few more. 2 more. 2. And 1. Good. Great job. Now, you might be rolling down a little further than I was, and that's okay as long as your body is straight. But you do not need to roll down very deep to activate your obliques, to feel it there. Okay, so other side, knees are underneath your hips. The ball is centered next to your hip. Okay, let's start with your hand on top of the ball. Tummy in tight, and we're strapping that board to our back, to our waist. Take a deep breath. Start to roll down towards your elbow, and that outside knee can certainly come up off the floor. Exhale. Inhale. Take your time, go slow. If you have a mirror to do this in front of, that would be helpful. But like I said, if you are starting to feel it in the outside and the opposite side of where you're bending, then you know you're bending at your waist, and you don't want to do that. Okay, tummy in tight. And if you're able to, take your opposite arm out to the side. So think of bringing your hip towards the ball, but then again, you don't want to do that. You don't want to take your hip into the ball. You're doing great. Good job. We'll do a few more. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, great. Lower that arm. Let's sit on the mat. And we're going to bring the ball down between your legs. And for this one, we will use your weights. So grab 2 weights. Okay, so our legs are straight. The ball is down by your feet. And use your feet to keep the ball right there. All right. Sitting tall, reach your arms straight up. As you exhale, We're going to lower your arms down, touching the ball in front of you. You're going to feel those abs contract. Exhale as you lift. You want your biceps next to your ears. Inhale, lower your arms, touch that ball. Exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale, lift. Let's do one more. Lower and lift. Woo! Good job. Okay, from here we're going to lay down on your back. Keep those weights handy. We're going to bend your knees and bring your feet up off the floor. Make sure your back is laying flat to the mat. Tummy is pulled in very tight. Okay, relax your arms. And we're going to pick the ball up off the floor. And when you pick the ball up, we're bringing your knees to your chest. We're going to rotate back down, ball to the floor, and then lift. Good. Lower, exhale, lift. So as that ball comes down to the floor, keep your lower back in a neutral position. Exhale, crunch that ball towards your chest. You got it, you got it. So if you have a little ball, this is an exercise you can grab that little ball for. 2 more. 2 and 1. And rest your legs. Bring your legs up on top of the ball. Stretch them out. Good work. It's great for your quads too. Okay, we're going to keep your legs straight on top of the ball. Grab both of your weights again. Tip your hips up. Make sure that lower back is on the floor. Reach your arms straight up to the ceiling. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, rolling up, lifting your shoulder blades. We're reaching for your knees. Inhale as you roll down, arms straight up. So just roll to your knees. Take a deep breath. Exhale, lifting your neck, lifting your shoulder blades. Reach for your knees. So let your gaze follow your weights. Inhale, back down. Exhale. Look at your knees when you roll up. You don't want to strain your neck. We're pulling up with those shoulder blades. Happy core. 2 more. 2 and 1. Rest your arms. Nice work. Set your weights down. We're going to bring your feet into the front of the ball. And you can have your heels into it or the bottoms of your feet. I prefer the bottoms of my feet. So you want your knees in as close as you can towards your body. Arms are down on the mat. And we're going to press your feet into the ball, lifting your hips. So when you lift, your knees will roll away from you just a little bit. So that's why you want to start with your knees close to your body. Okay. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, press into the ball, lift your hips. Inhale as you roll down. Good. We're going to press and lift. Squeeze your glutes. Lower. Exhale, press and lift. You want to keep your hips flat across. They will want to wobble. I promise you that. This ball ball challenges us. As you squeeze your glutes, do your best to keep your hips flat across. 2 more. 2 and 1. Awesome. Lengthen your legs. Roll your ankles. Great job. Okay, we're going to roll the ball close to you, and this time our feet are on top of the ball. Your heels or your Achilles right back by your calves. Okay? So we're going to press your legs down into the ball, and they will want to shake, your ball will want to move. So that's good, that's okay. So we're pressing into the ball and then release. Tummy in tight. Exhale. Push hard, push, 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 and release. We're contracting those hamstrings. Move the ball as close as you can to your body. Deep breath. Push and release. Push and release. So we're pushing straight down. Make sure you're not rolling and releasing. Roll and release. Although that is a fine exercise, that's just not what we're doing right now. So we're taking your legs, your calves, your heels, and pushing. Push, 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 and release. Push and release. Push. Good. We are working inner thighs, calves, shins, hips, glutes, hamstrings, even into your feet muscles. Contracting those toes. Try to relax your toes. So we're really not working your toes. 2 more. Push and release. 1 more. Push and release. Oh, nice. Good. Shake it out a little bit. Let's bring your feet down off the ball. And go ahead and roll up. Turn to the side, push yourself up if you need to. And we're going to sit with your legs around the ball, hands right on top. Take your time rolling forward. Stretch out your shoulders and your lower back. You want to look down through your arms. Deep breath. And start to roll back in and literally roll the ball back in. Let's do that again. Rolling out. Extend your arms, look down through your arms. See if you can roll the ball out a little bit deeper. And then take your time rolling back in. Good, nice job. You guys did great today. Well, if you don't have a ball and you're interested in getting one now, I will be doing more videos with the big balls. I think they're fun. They're great workouts we can do on them. Great exercises, full body, and your body really loves that cushion. It's nice. All right, well, take it easy. Take good care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye.